Hello and welcome to this lesson for Design and Technology. After having gone through the definition of ergonomics, we are going to have a look at ergonomic hazards. We are going to look at the type of ergonomic hazards, their causes, and how to avoid them. What are ergonomic hazards? These are factors in your environment that can harm the musculoskeletal system. The main causes of ergonomic hazards are repetitive work, hard intensive work, the wrong way of lifting of objects, misuse of products, and vibration. Exerting very large forces through our body for very long periods of time without adequate rest is very detrimental to our system. This can leave lasting damage to our body. For very large-scale work, machines can be used. A hydraulic hammer can be used instead of a jackhammer to avoid strains and fatigues. Vibration can cause ergonomic hazards as well. The use of a grinder is being illustrated here. It may produce injuries of the joints of the hands, elbow, and the shoulder as well. Repeating movements over and over again can also leave you with lasting pain. In circumstances when you repeat the same movements over and over again, it is important to flex your muscles, change posture, or take some rest so as to avoid harming the musculoskeletal system. You might think that only those who perform very heavy jobs are prone to getting pains, but no. Even those doing seemingly light jobs, like computer users, can have wrist injuries and are prone to arm and shoulder injuries. Why? Because they do the same kind of movements over and over again. According to a study conducted by the American Osteopathic Association, the most common pains are neck pains, shoulder pains, lower back pains, and even wrist pains. As you can see illustrated here, the use of vacuum lifting machines makes the tasks easier. Not every situation allows us to use robotics and machines, but they are less straining, and here indeed we have a happy worker. Most people, most of the time, forget to use the appropriate posture to lift heavy objects. These postures are dangerous because of the unnecessary strain it puts on the back. While carrying heavy boxes without handles, which will tend to slip out of your hands, it is best to ensure that you have a good grip and that your back is straight. When lifting a heavy object, use a proper stance. Feet should be shoulder width apart. Position the object in between your knees and keeping your back straight and arms extended, begin to stand up using the power of your leg muscles rather than your back to generate the lifting force. Stance is very important. Do you think that the two people illustrated above would have been able to carry so many boxes at one go? Using appropriate equipment saves time, but more importantly, it avoids you from getting injured. You have to use the right tool for the jobs given to you. Now, Some products are designed with a lot of care for your comfort and safety, but if you do not use them in the correct way, you will harm yourself and invite pain. While using a computer, ensure that your feet are properly supported, your thighs are horizontal, your arms and back are properly supported, and your shoulders are relaxed. This way, you can work day in, day out, every day without getting pains. Of course, you should remember to get up, change posture, and flex your muscles at regular intervals. Do you find this situation familiar? Is there any harm in using mobile phones in every free moment? Wrong postures of frequent smartphone users are a good example of why biomechanics are important. Incorrect use of technology can cause lasting damage to your body. Having a look at the figures in the images, when your neck is upright, there is an equivalent mass of 5 to 6 kgs acting on it. When your neck is tilted at 30 degrees, the equivalent weight is of 20 kilograms. And when it is tilted at 60 degrees, the equivalent mass is of 30 kilograms. What is the conclusion? It is best to keep your neck upright whenever you use a mobile phone. Precautions to avoid hazards. Choose devices that are correctly designed. Lift loads in the correct way. Avoid risky positions and actions. You have different examples of inappropriate wrist flex and wrong posture that you have to avoid. To lift loads, you will see that it is illustrated on the far right. A hook grip is better than a pinch grip. It is also advised to avoid reaching and pushing forward with a wrist twist. Do not twist your hands while pushing backwards, and also avoid flexing your wrist downwards when you reach above shoulders. So, we have seen the types of and causes of ergonomic hazards: vibration, hard intensive work, repetition, wrong way of lifting objects, and misuse of products cause ergonomic hazards. We have to be able to recognize ergonomic hazards, avoid incorrect postures and actions. We have come to the end of this lesson on ergonomic hazards. Thank you for having gone through this video with us, and catch us for the next lesson on ergonomics.